Yes, it is code compliant to install a splice box under the meter box to feed both the house and barn with 100 amp service. Regarding conduit requirements, the conduit protecting the feeder cables from the meter box to the splice box must be rated for the voltage and amperage of the circuit. It allows both rigid metal conduit, or RMC, and polyvinyl chloride, or PVC conduit to be used for underground installations. The splice box must be listed for the specific application and must be large enough to accommodate the number of conductors and wire terminations. The splices within the box must be made in accordance with the NEC and must be accessible for inspection and maintenance. NEC Section 310.13b3 allows the installation of a splice box on the supply side of the service disconnecting means. NEC Section 300.5d requires the protection of feeder cables from physical damage, including burial underground. NEC Section 351.6c permits the use of RMC or PVC conduit for underground installations. Consider these recommendations. Use PVC conduit for the underground runs as it is less expensive and easier to work with than RMC. Select a splice box that is rated for the voltage and amperage of the circuit and provides adequate space for the splices. Obtain a permit from your local building department before installing the splice box. It is advisable to hire a licensed electrician to perform the work to ensure compliance with the code. When selecting a splice box, consider an M3R rated enclosure for outdoor use, providing protection against rain, sleet, and snow. The size of the conductors will depend on the load calculations for both the house and the barn, ensuring they are appropriately sized for 100 amps each. Consider using appropriately sized THHN or XHHW conductors, as these are commonly used for such applications. For grounding, ensure that the grounding electrode conductor is properly sized and connected to both the splice box and the meter box, adhering to NEC Article 250 requirement. When making splices within the box, use appropriately rated connectors, such as insulated mechanical connectors or compression connectors, ensuring a secure and reliable connection. Apply anti-oxidation compound to aluminum conductors to prevent corrosion. Ensure that the splice box is accessible after installation, not buried directly in the ground, allowing for future inspection and maintenance. Clearly label the conductors within the splice box to identify which conductors feed the house and which feed the barn. Document the installation with photographs and detailed notes for future reference, which can be helpful during inspections or for future troubleshooting. Consider installing a ground rod at the barn to improve grounding at that location, connecting it back to the main grounding system at the house. Coordinate with the local utility company to disconnect and reconnect power during the service upgrade, ensuring safety and compliance. Consider using a surge protection device at the main service panel to protect against voltage surges. If the distance between the house and barn is significant, consider voltage drop calculations to ensure that the voltage at the barn is within acceptable limits. Check for any local amendments or requirements to the NEC that may apply in the specific jurisdiction. If there are any existing underground utilities in the area, be sure to call 811 to locate them before digging to avoid damaging them. Backfill the trench with suitable material, such as sand or gravel, to protect the conduit and conductors from damage. Ensure that the conduit is buried at the appropriate depth as required by the NEC and local codes, typically a minimum of 18 inches. Inspect the conduit for any damage before installation, replacing any damaged sections. Use conduit fittings that are listed for underground use and are watertight to prevent moisture from entering the conduit. Consider using a tracer wire alongside the underground conduit to facilitate locating it in the future. Apply duct seal to the ends of the conduit where it enters the splice box and meter box to prevent moisture and insects from entering. Use a torque wrench to tighten all connections to the manufacturer's specifications, ensuring proper contact and preventing loose connections. Inspect the completed installation with a licensed electrician before energizing the circuit to ensure that everything is installed correctly and safely. Keep copies of all permits, inspection reports, and documentation in a safe place for future reference. Educate yourself on basic electrical safety practices to avoid accidents and injuries. Periodically inspect the splice box and surrounding area for any signs of damage or deterioration. If you notice any problems, contact a licensed electrician to investigate and make repairs. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, so always take precautions and follow safety guidelines. If you are not comfortable performing the work yourself, hire a qualified electrician to do it for you. Always energize the circuit before working on any electrical components. Use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and safety glasses, when working with electricity. Follow all applicable codes and regulations to ensure a safe and compliant installation. Consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector if you have any questions or concerns. Consider future expansion when sizing the splice box and conduit, allowing for additional circuits if needed. Use appropriately sized bonding jumpers to bond all metal enclosures and equipment together. Install a disconnecting means at the barn for safety and maintenance purposes. Label the disconnecting means clearly to indicate its purpose. Ensure that the grounding system at the barn is properly connected to the main grounding system at the house. Consider using ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, protection for circuits at the barn, especially those serving outdoor outlets or wet locations. Use weatherproof covers for all outdoor outlets and switches. Inspect the wiring and connections at the barn regularly for any signs of damage or deterioration. If you notice any problems, contact a licensed electrician to investigate and make repairs. Keep the area around the splice box and meter box clear of obstructions to allow for easy access. Trim any vegetation that could interfere with the electrical equipment. Consider installing a fence or other barrier to protect the electrical equipment from damage. Post warning signs to alert people to the presence of electrical equipment. Educate family members and others about electrical safety practices. Store flammable materials away from electrical equipment. Keep electrical equipment dry and free from moisture. Avoid overloading electrical circuits. Use extension cords sparingly and only for temporary purposes. Replace damaged cords and plugs immediately. Unplug electrical appliances when not in use. Never use water to extinguish an electrical fire. Use a fire extinguisher that is rated for electrical fires. Know the location of the main electrical disconnect switch and how to turn off the power in an emergency. If you smell burning plastic or see smoke coming from electrical equipment, turn off the power immediately and call a licensed electrician. Do not attempt to repair electrical equipment yourself unless you are qualified to do so. Hire a licensed electrician for all electrical repairs and installations. Keep your electrical system in good working order to prevent problems and ensure safety. Regularly inspect your electrical system for any signs of damage or deterioration. Replace any worn or damaged components as needed. Schedule periodic maintenance checks with a licensed electrician to ensure that your electrical system is operating safely and efficiently. Consider upgrading your electrical system to meet your changing needs. As your electricity demands increase, you may need to upgrade your service panel, wiring, and other electrical components. A licensed electrician can assess your electrical needs and recommend the appropriate upgrades. Stay informed about the latest electrical codes and regulations. The electrical codes are constantly evolving to reflect new technologies and safety standards. Stay up to date on the latest codes and regulations to ensure that your electrical system is compliant. Attend electrical safety training courses to learn more about electrical safety practices. Many organizations offer electrical safety training courses for homeowners and businesses. These courses can teach you how to identify electrical hazards and take steps to prevent accidents and injuries. Take electrical safety seriously to protect yourself, your family, and your property. Electricity is a powerful force that can be dangerous if not handled properly. Take the necessary precautions to ensure that your electrical system is safe and reliable. If you are unsure about any aspect of electrical safety, consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector. They can provide you with the information and guidance you need to make informed decisions about your electrical system. Remember that electrical safety is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. By taking the necessary steps to maintain your electrical system and stay informed about electrical safety practices, you can help to prevent accidents and injuries and ensure that your electrical system operates safely and efficiently for years to come. And remember that the specific requirements for electrical installations can vary depending on your location, so it is always best to consult with a local electrician or electrical inspector to ensure that you are following all applicable codes and regulations. Always prioritize safety when working with electricity.